Okay. Hey, hello, and welcome to my Zone of the Enders speedrun commentary. This is on the Xbox 360 HD version. Any percent easy, finishing in 28 minutes and 7 seconds real time. So yeah, this is the HD edition of Zone of the Enders HD collection, as it says. This is played on an Xbox 360. The fastest way to play this is the Japanese version of the game, played on an Xbox Series console, but I don't have access to one of them, so I just make do with what I have. Anyway, we're going to start the run. It's very fast. I'm going to try and explain what we're doing while we're doing it. Yeah, any percent easy. Let's go. We're immediately going to find this raptor, and we're going to slash into burst slash. We're going to quit this training. So we have blade attacks, where we can press the X button on Xbox and slash multiple times. We have our burst ability, which is on our trigger, to which we're able to do a burst slash or a burst shot, which you're going to see quite a bit coming up. So we're going to head for the objective and leave this room here and head out to some battles. Here are some level 1 raptors. We're going to slash into burst slash. Boom. Now we have mummy heads. So here we're going to dash up to them, slash, slash, burst slash, and then into a dash stab, because we can dash as well with our trigger while we're moving. It's a very fast and fluid game, even today. So here, this is Viola 1. Normally you want to grab her and throw her into the floor here and then dash stab her, but I actually didn't get enough damage, so I lose a few seconds by having to second attempt it. But that's fine. Then we're going to dash over here and grab this code. Hopefully the audio's good and you can still hear me over the game.
We have obtained the program.
So we're going to be ending the training. We don't need to do any of the training. So now we're going to flip around and we're going to charge a burst shot and blast this guy and burst shot this guy. Trying to do it from range, so then once we get the global pass, we can dash down here and activate this node right down here under the bridge.
We have obtained the program.
Excellent. Now we have the passcode and the program, and we can area change. On the PS2, area change is like 3 options down, and you press circle to confirm. On the HD version, it's the bottom option. So on HD, it's quicker, because you can just go start up A. Here we're at our first boss fight. This is Tempest. We're going to dash laser him to start off some damage, and then using our just generic... So your square or X button on Xbox is a slash, like I said, but at range, it's a pistol. So we're going to use our pew pew pistol laser here, while pulling away from him and shooting him to do damage. Then dash up to his head, and we're going to do 3 burst shots in his head. Like that. And the proximity is important here, because if you're too far away, his fireballs will hit you. So you need to get close enough, but not too close to get pushed back either. So here we're going to be area changing. So I lost a bit of time there compared to my last attempt, apparently. My PS2 run was like 5 seconds or 6 seconds faster than this. But I make up for that time right here. I'm about to save 5 seconds on this next encounter right now. So here for the Antilia codes, we're going to dash this direction, charge a burst shot, lock on to the commander. If you see a guy with an asterisk next to his name or next to his level, that level 2 with an asterisk star was a commander. If you defeat a commander, his subordinates will then be one-shot. So I was able to immediately blast him with a burst shot, and then laser his friends, and they're dead, and we're out. And we have the Antilia, and we're gone. And I saved the 5 seconds straight back there. So... now we're going to be heading to City 1. And we can't do anything here right now, so we're going to immediately leave. So now we're going to head to Town 2. This is one of my favourite parts in the game. I love this part. So we're going to head over here to the bush. We're going to turn around. We're going to blast these porters and get 2 for 1. That was amazing. And then you can just see the other one through the bushes. I missed it. It's actually, they're easier to see on HD, and I did a fadeaway shot, because if you're not quick enough, the 2 mummy heads will jump you for an encounter. And then here, I don't think I got the double. Nope. So you can get 2 for 1 there if you're real good. And then we get that there. That's fine. And then I'm going to wait for the orange box, the unknown, the mummy head and the Cyclops. Or is it 2 mummy heads? I'm going to wait for them. I think it's 2 mummy heads. I'm going to wait for them to be out of range. And then I'm going to try and sneak in and grab this without an encounter. You have to, like, waste a little bit of time to gain time there. Alternatively, I think it might be quicker to just rush the box, get the encounter, flee the encounter, and get the box. That might be quicker than waiting. Anyway, because that's what I did on PS2, and it seemed like it was quicker. So now we're going to be heading with our sniper and shooting this tower, and shooting these orbs in the tower. Fun fact, on the HD version, this tower is basically translucent, and you can shoot through it even if you miss. Like, so even if one gets off screen, we can get it from through the tower. So it's way easier, consistent, like more consistent and quicker on HD. So now we're going to head to our first of 2 EPS relays, going to number 2 first. We're going to be bouncing between EPS 1 and 2 here for quite a few little tasks. So we're going to be heading this way, holding L bumper while flying the direction we were going to flee the encounter. And we're heading to this little freeway down here and dash into the tunnel. Excuse me for my throat or whatever if I sound a bit hoarse. I'm kind of a bit sick. I'm recovering, I think, right now. So apologies for that. Anyway, now we just go in there, activate a cutscene, and leave. And then head to above this encounter and over to passcode. So then what I'm going to do here is charge a burst shot and try and take out a level 3 Cyclops. These guys are called Cyclops, by the way, the red-fisted boxing guys. Burst shot is the most powerful technique, but it's slow. And I'm actually not trying to do it. I'm trying to burst slash, but they were just out of the range, so that 2 of those burst shots that I charged, the spirit bomb looking attack, 2 of those spirit bombs that I did when they were close were accidental, because it's the same command as me charging burst and doing a burst spin. It's the same button, but the range is what changes the attack. Either way, we got the passcode we needed, and we're heading to town number 1. Okay, this is one of the hardest fights in the game. Shoutouts to Plywood, eternal, forever shoutouts to Plywood. Just A, for being a top geezer, like a top dude. For those of you that don't understand British lingo, for being a top lad, a top dude. He helped me learn this run, and he helped this strat for this. So to deal with these mummy heads, what you want to do is charge a burst shot, and at the last second, change target. And this messes with their AI, providing their lasers don't block you. But it messes with their AI to not, like... to like not concentrate on you so much if you just like do that. And then with 1 remaining, we go in and slash into burst slash and finally take down the last mummy head. Yeah, like I say, shout outs to Plywood, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have even learnt this run. He came into my chat while I was playing the game casually and was like, oh, you're a speedrunner. If you ever want to speedrun this game, I've got a tutorial. And I then memorized his video, watched it like 15 times, wrote down all my own notes, and here we are. My current PB of 30:57 that's submitted is currently 10th place in the world. Once this gets submitted and verified, hopefully it does, this will hopefully take me to 6th place, and I couldn't do it if it wasn't for Plywood, Sephiro, and Tapioca, like the gods of this game. So now we're going to be heading through EPS here, and we're going to be cruising, and one thing I improved on this was my cornering, by not scuffing corners, no bonks. So here we're going to be fighting level 2 Raptor. We're going to use some of the techniques we've already been implementing. Slash into burst slash, dash stab. We're going to grab this guy and throw him into the wall into dash stab, and he's done. Throwing enemies into walls is double damage. Basically, they will suffer double damage, as Leo says in number 2. So here, against this Cyclops, we're going to try and slash into burst spin, and then dash stab to finish him off. When you see Metatron appear, that's a full heal. Sometimes you'll see Repair, which is a half heal, and Metatron is full heal. Drop down, while moving forward, dash laser to destroy that quickly. Then out we go, getting a little bit stuck, but that's fine because of the camera. If you've ever played this, you know that the camera controls are not quite conventional or modern. And then here we're going to take the left turn, because we need to go in and get the code. I still bloody scuffed that. Here we're going to fight this Cyclops. He's a level 1, that's fine. Slash into burst slash into dash stab. Move around, grab this code right here.
We have obtained the program.
Perfect. Now we once again depart this place and deal with the level 5 mummy head. We're going to slash burst slash, grab, throw into wall, dash stab. He actually cucked my dash stab, so I got behind him and finished off the fight. Got a little bit stuck on the way out there, but that's fine. Grab this level 4, into the wall, dash stab, he's dead every time. Really consistent. Sorry, it's very fast. It's a very fast run at parts. I'm lucky I'm able to speak this quickly to be able to get this run out there in the time that's required. You know, it's like it's a fast run. So then we area change and we are out. So now we're going to be heading all the way over here to town number 2. So what we just acquired there was a code to control the raptor. So now we're going back over here near our fancy bush. We're going to dip around the right of the trees to avoid an encounter and pick up the raptor. Now we're controlling this raptor, and fun fact, we're level 2 here, he's level 4, and once we relinquish control of him, he's actually going to be level 5, and we need to come and deal with him. He's going to be an issue in a minute. So, but for now, he's our homie. So raptors have similar abilities. They can do burst slash, they can do dash stab, they can do slash combo, homing lasers, they can do all the things more or less, but they're just not as good. It's definitely not as good as a JT. But what I learned here is getting the right spacing into burst spin. Like this. And I'm just kind of testing it on him there, but on every other encounter I do a little better. So Raptor has to turn, apart from Cyclops. I'm bad against Cyclops. We dash stab into a burst slash to get rid of him there. Sometimes I'll say burst spin, sometimes I'll say burst slash. It's the same thing. Then we're going to grab this code, the detector. This helps us to detect invisible enemies later. Predator stealth guys. So Raptor turns in early to get this code, unlike JT, and you use those porters as a visual cue to turn right afterwards. Then here, using spacing into burst slash, we're going to 2-shot that mummy head for a 10-second time save compared to my last run. Because of the spacing and having that perfect spacing for burst slash, and once again, boom, and then boom, and I started to feel it on this run. I was like, wait, I know how to space this now. These guys are in trouble. So then here, we're going to just move around to get that shot. I always go too far. Drop down, burst shot into that, that's gone, and now we're back playing as Jehati again. So Jehati is the name of our frame. That is the mech you see before you, and Ada is the voice that you may hear, which is our combat AI bot thingy, right? Keep that in mind for in a minute. So now we're going to head over to EPS2, or EPS2, which is where we just dealt with, where we just left our friend the Raptor, who has earned himself a level up in the time we've been away. We're going to avoid the same encounter and fly over the mountains, down to the freeway, into the tunnel. Bada bing, and then down here. And then once again, trying to get neater turns. I was trying to stay more in the middle of the road, basically, and just not bonk. So you have to go most of the way through the tunnel until you fight the Raptor. I think it's this one. Yeah, and he's level 5 now. So now we're going to use a multiple string of slashes into a slash burst slash. Just more so to make up for the damage. Because we know from prior experience that sometimes when you slash burst slash a high level Raptor, they will backdash out of it. Level 5 Raptors are a whole nother game compared to level 4. So, yeah. They're a lot more evasive. So now we're just going to leave this tunnel and we are out of here. Now we're heading to Mountain 1. Just kidding, not really. Well, we are here, but we've arrived at this location. And this is a boss fight that we cannot win. So we have to leave. Because we cannot avoid one of his laser attacks. So now, we're going to be heading to Factory 2. And due to some lore reasons and some other things that we've missed, our battle AI Ada is infected with a virus right now, like a digital virus. So what we're going to do is we need to head here, and we're going to be sniping again with these porters. The order in which you get those kind of matters, and I faded that shot away and just believed. So we're going to be shooting all of these porters. If you're doing a marathon, this is not the safe way to do it. You should go inside, kill the Raptor, and then come and do this. But in a PB attempts, this is the way you do it, because it's quicker. So shoot all the porters. I got good positioning and good enemy lines here. And you just have to believe. The aim assist is really generous. As long as you get the red cursor like somewhat near, it's okay. If you play it, you'll understand. It's like it's not as sketchy as it looks. I saw this run and I was like, dude, I'm not going to be able to do that. And when I tried it, it was like, it's not that bad, actually. So here, level 1 Raptor, slash, burst, slash, immediately kill him. You are one shot at the moment, and this is why it's so scary. I actually make mistakes on this run in this room because I touched that other passcode thing in a minute. Like this. I wanted to go left here, but I came down because of the angle I was looking at was... I normally always end up coming down and it exits, but I was at a different angle. So that's fine. A couple of seconds down. Up here, escape this encounter and dash this way, to which we're going to be picking up this ammo, which is unknown to us right now. For comparison's sake, PS2 on my run, I picked this up at 15:45. I'm 45 seconds ahead of PS2 here now. So that ammo is unknown to us, and we're going to pick up some passcodes to which we're going to be able to unlock the weapon for that right now. So we're heading over here, and we're going to be dealing with this level 5 and level 4 Raptor. The music is dynamic and changes depending on the fight, and if you're grabbing or slashing or bursting.
We have shot down the enemy.
So we're going to be taking care of these. Accidental burst shot, but it worked. Do you know what? Fine. Wait for the green HUD to disappear, and then you're able to leave. Cool. Now we go to Town 3. Now, on my previous submitted run of 3057, I got an extra encounter here, which lost me like 30 seconds, but I don't get that anymore, so that's fine. So now we head over to here, we've got time save, we're already 45 seconds ahead of the PS2 run, which is ahead of the 3057. So here we're going to charge burst shots, and then get into immediate conflict with these guys. Slash, slash, burst, slash. And then here is another spawn of enemies. I was actually a bit late to them. If you defeat the first couple of guys quick enough and get into this zone, you can burst spin and catch them as they spawn, but I never get that strat. So, but it's fine. The beauty is I didn't get another encounter. We wait for the green HUD to disappear, and then we leave. Like I say, on the 3057, I had an extra encounter of backup squads that turned up, because I was too slow winning the fight, so yeah, that happens. The quicker and better you get at the game, the easier the run gets, because then you don't get those extra encounters because you took so long. So now here, when we cleared the porters and we beat the Raptor and unlocked the first code in here, that was us healing the virus, by the way. We were completely fine after that. I forgot to mention it, sorry, but we do have HP, we are fine. It was only that first shooting the porters and dealing with the first Raptor here that was scary, and we got the vaccine that healed us. Now we're dealing with a level 5 Raptor this time. Luckily we have HP. So we're going to be using a combination of the strats I've already explained. Slash, burst, slash, dash, stab. All the things that I immediately panic into when I'm fighting a level 5 Raptor. Now we've obtained the code or program Decoy, which, if you remember, previously in such places as this area, we picked up an ammunition type that was unknown to us. Well, now we have Decoy, and that was the ammo for it that we got earlier. So, a few minutes ago, on such places as this commentary video that you might be watching on YouTube, or you could be watching live on twitch.tv/X360, or YouTube at X360. Either way, now we're going to be fighting this boss, and we're going to be doing some pew-pew damage into a decoy to avoid his laser. This is why it was unwinnable previously. Now we're going to get some more pew-pews in, put another decoy out so he doesn't immediately nuke us, and then dash away, burst shot his face. Now here, I immediately got an early phase shift, so we dash up, ram him to stop him from charging, hover above this wing, burst shot into forward dash laser. Dead.
Don't get cocky.
Now this is a minute ahead of my PS2 run. Now we're heading to Mountain 1, skipping these cutscenes, and we're in. So this is where my new Excel strat comes in that I found when I recently did, which I'll link below, I recently did last weekend, a 7-game console speedrun marathon. And when I was derusting this game, we're going to use decoy and kill these enemies. While I was derusting this game, I found, by accident, in this level, while I was searching some item boxes, just like, chilling and seeing what they all were, I found mummy ammo. And earlier on in this speedrun, due to things we've already done, I think it was City 1 or Town 3 or whatever, one of the places we already cleared unlocks us the use of mummy, but we never get any ammo for it. So I have got my new safety marathon / PB strat of collecting one item box, which helps me clutch out the run. Here we're going to be dealing with this level 5 commander, which neuters his friends and then makes them one shot. So we just go in, as I mentioned earlier, go in and destroy them. So yeah, this one extra mummy pickup that we're going to get is one extra item box that costs me about 5 seconds, but enables my run to be able to finish and be consistent, especially if Viola gives you bad situations. So, or Hub 1 is scary. Anyway, we're burst shotting the walls. Now we're going to be decoying some enemies. Some of the reason for decoy here is not because we need to, but because we can and it's faster. So, you know, these enemies go a bit dopey when a decoy is out and they stare at it. So you can, while your, you know, shadow clone jutsu is happening, you can destroy them. Decoy again. Stupefy this level 5. Slash, burst, slash, dash, stab. He's dead. Then level 4, bang, he got away from my spin, but I dash stabbed him and got him anyway. I think he still took damage from the burst spin while he tried to escape. That box there has extra decoy ammo. You can take it if you need, because you could use it for Hub 1. This is the last place that you really use decoys, but you do use decoys in Hub 1 as well. Ideally here, you kill this commander guy first, and then you can one-shot his subordinates. I actually happened to already kill one while I was trying to get to the commander. And this box right here is Excel's Magic Mummy box. As I explained, we already unlocked the use of Mummy from an earlier chapter and an earlier boss, or whatever. Maybe it was the city, the tower sniper thing. I can't remember exactly, but one of those places unlocks it. Here, for Nebula, we're going to dash up and pew laser to get some immediate damage. It's very important for the start of the phase. We'll explain more about Mummy in the next areas where it's relevant. Depending on dam or mountains, changes where you need to position yourself here. I don't know the exact ones, but it's like backdash twice and then dash right twice. And ideally, you want to get some burst shots here. But if not, I make it up by going in and getting pews. Because in the time that I get this little pepper DPS, it was more and quicker than me trying to fuck around with burst shot. Because his fireballs and lasers cuck me out of it. So I actually do better just going for that. Now here he's going to dash down and let me burst shot him. And normally we do about 3 or 4 here. But I do 1 because I'm ahead on damage. So that's great. Now here as he comes down, listen for the click. Then burst shot him in the face, and it makes him T-pose, and you can just hit him for free 4 times. The timing of when he clicks and when you get this initial phase in, I pew him for extra damage there. Look at me go, I'm optimizing. The timing really matters here. So you listen for the click, burst shot him in the face, and this part, burst shot, go low. This bit here, he used to hit me with missiles, and I used to lose out on this cycle and have to do an extra cycle. But I've got it down now. So, a way faster Nebula, GG. And the classic XL signature is the 360 dance. You'll see that. You'll see that. Okay, hardest boss in the game. The tough waifu, Viola. This is Viola 2, or Neath. This is my favourite fight in the whole game. I first attend her many times until I was good enough to fight this. And this is where Mummy will come in as a backup, because she's being very aggro. She's kicking my ass. We need to grab whiff punish her and throw her into boxes into dash stab. This is going to initiate this intro cutscene. Now it's the real fight. I'm immediately going to Mummy, and Mummy will heal me while shielding. So I'm going to use that to keep me alive. It saves me a lot. And then I need to just whiff punish her burst moves. Her glowing orange fire moves like this. Grab her from it, box, dash stab. Now the legend that is Plywood, who taught me this run, who's the world record holder, shout outs to Plywood, he throws her into the wall, grabs her, throws her into the wall, grabs her. I can't do that. I tried. But this is my second best. This was how I was able to learn. So I just whiff punish these bursts with a throw, and then bop into dash stab when I can. She can do it too, and she's powerful. This is the scariest fight in the game, hardest boss, and my favourite. She's great. Grab her from that. Boom. It's one of my favourite boss fights in any game now. This is why I'm so grateful to Plywood for getting me into this, because I was like, dude, this fight is so fun. It's sick. Encourage anyone to try and do this strat. It's so fun to fight her. Don't try it with Gauntlet and be level 7. Do it like this. It's close. I'm getting scared, so I'm going to mummy up. Because I don't want to lose the run. I'm ahead. Right? We can save time when I get better at the game. Okay? But for now, we're going to hide behind boxes and just mummy up a little bit. We will always have time save on her. And then I dash stabbed her with the biggest balls ever known. She's down. Like, on PlayStation, that was 25. And we're 23.49. We're way ahead. So now the hardest room in the game. This is Hub 1. This is where the very last time you're going to use decoys, if you've got them. I've got 3 left. I'm going to float up, decoy, lock on, burst shot, and then try for another one if we're lucky. And then what we're going to do here is out of these 2 guys, we're going to kill one and keep one alive. Then we're going to snipe these bombs. They cause like 75% damage. Then this last Cyclops that's still alive, once we kill him, we'll get a full heal. These groups of enemies give you heals, so you have to like kill one and injure the other, shoot the bomb, kill one, injure the other. Once again, using the AI target switch, we're going to be burst charging into switching targets for the mummy heads. I want to try and kill one of them. The other teams have arrived. I have to dash in now for some manual fight. Okay, he's down. That's 1 out of 2. Snipe the bomb. We're getting low on HP. Got to be careful here. Mummy up. Bit of healing. Good. Now back in for the level 5 mummy head. When we kill him, I'll get a full heal. It's just fucking locking him. And getting him before he does that laser. Dash in. Get him. That's it. Pew pew to stop him doing anything. Try and get behind him. He's dead. Good. Full heal. Right. Another bomb. Lock off from everyone. Find the bomb. Snipe the bomb. Alternatively, if you're learning this, you can pick them up, hold them, and defuse them. But it's slower. We snipe and we don't even usually... no one else does the mummy head strats that I know. This is just my strat that I found for a marathon, and it helped me save the run. Like, it's coming in clutch right now. You know, I would have died here. So then we're still dealing with these lower level enemies, with mixed in with some level 5s. Level 5 raptors, really tough. Slash, slash, burst, slash. We get a repair, which is half a heal. I'm gonna mummy, because I wasn't sure on my HP. I didn't want to be too low. If you do this too low, it'll kill you. Like, if you're below 75 and you shoot that bomb, you're dead, and it's game over. That is the strongest enemy in the game, a level 6 Cyclops. I'm going to use my last couple of decoys on him, just to bait him, because I'm really low on HP. And I have no more mummy, but he's dead, and I get a full heal. Now we just have one level 1 Cyclops. He's not normally here, but it's fine. He's trash. Burst slash, into dash stab, he's done. Full heal from him too. We're done, we're good. Hardest room in the game. Excellent. Now, Whippy Snappy Waifu. This is Viola 3. Dash in past these fireballs. They do a lot of damage. You have to get past them. You can die from them if you fuck around there. Fuck around and find out. Listen for that. When she double swipes, grab, throw into the building. Grab, throw into the building or the tube, dash stab, extra damage. Grab. It's all audio cues. She threw me there. It's my own fault because I like to hold block in her face, and then she throws you if you do that. Easy. And she's done. Okay. Now, this is the last level, like the last stage. This is Anubis. This is an unwinnable fight to which you can't beat Anubis at all. You can't even try. You can try, but you just can't win. It's a scripted, he wins, unwinnable boss fight. So I dash around here so he can't grab me, because that's something you can do. You can also, depending on your positioning, put him out of bounds. But we're listening for Roger Jackson here to say, it's impossible for you to kill me.
I see the reason why my men couldn't beat you.
Fun fact, he was the voice of Mojo Jojo and the killer in Scream. Take it away, Roger.
Impossible for you to kill me.
After this, when he says that, there's a cutscene here that I've just skipped, and now there are 15 seconds left until the end of the run. When the next cutscene happens, the next fade to black, that's the end of the run. So that might be an 05, but by the time I split, it's an 07. So that is a 2807 Zone of the Enders HD any percent easy run on the Xbox 360 by yours truly in 28 minutes 7 seconds 0.35. And we get a little bit of these cutscenes. We're also going to see the final in-game timer shortly as well. When I played yesterday, I just let this part of the cutscene run because I was like, I put the controller down and I'm like, yeah, I done it. So my goal here was sub 30. I got a 30.02 on PS2, and I booted it up and did this run directly after, and I got a 28, and I was so shocked.
Good job, boy.
And most of that was just improving at the game, and it was like, we have a slow Tempest, but I made up for it on Antilia.
She's just fine.
I lost those 5 seconds, I made up for it immediately, and then by the 15-minute mark, we were 45 seconds ahead. We're a minute ahead of PS2, Tyrant, and for the rest of the run. So 2807 RTA, 2903 IGT. I don't know why the Xbox IGT is always like a minute out, but yeah, it is what it is. The RTA is the time that matters. The 28 is what gets me placed, not the 29. So that's perfect. This will then, once I submit, and if it's verified, this will improve my position from 10th place up to 6th, I believe. So yeah, there you go. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe if you like these runs. I do plenty of other runs, and we run this live, and run this and other games live on twitch.tv/xl86j. Please do come and give us a follow and whatnot if you like what I do. And if not, yeah, just subscribe and like to the video on YouTube if you're watching over there. Just if you want to check in on some of these commentaries. I kind of like doing commentaries to explain how the runs work to people that may not have an idea. Like it's mostly me just commentating my PBs, but it could also be like the Zone of the End of Speedrun explained. I could so easily make it into either video, right? But for now, we just do commentaries anyway. So yeah, there it is. Like I say, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. If you're watching live on Twitch, thank you for watching as well. And yeah, I love this run. Shout outs again to Plywood, Tapioca, Sephiroth Crescent, the gods of this game, who without them I wouldn't have even got into it. I wouldn't have learned what I learned now and what I know now. And it's one of my favorite runs, actually. Viola is one of my favorite boss fights in any game. She's so fun. It's a really good fight. I trained against her on multiple streams. I don't have the current one, but I did even have a scoreboard. That one's for Ultimecia. We did have a scoreboard that is currently still labelled versus Viola, because I trained against her in first to 10s until I was able to beat her with the grab into the box, into the dash stab and stuff. So yeah, I really like this run. So yeah, there we have it. Thank you for watching.